Hello, my name is Fiona Stanton from Fees Papercraft. Today this video is all about butterfly brilliance. So you get this massive stamp set, or massive stamp I should say, it's not, so you get all those butterflies joined together. And you also get brilliant wing dies. So you've got that one big die there, which cuts out that stamp set. Then you've got the inserts to go in, the more detailed dies to cut those dies out. But you've also got some of these dies as well, added extra dies. So that's what we're working with today. Now, there was this paper pack that went with it. This is only available to the end of April, but it actually sold out. And one of the benefits of it was that this big die, which I'm going to do now, would die cut out all these butterflies. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to create the cards using the butterflies. So what will happen if you order this box is available until the end of April, and I will die cut as many times as I can these dies. Otherwise, after that, once I've run out of paper, you will have to stamp and die cut and colour in any way that you want to colour. So first of all, let's just die cut this out. It runs through pretty simply. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, all these butterflies are cut out, and that is what we're going to be using for our cards. I can't put them back. So let's get that out of the way. I don't need that anymore. So the first one I'm going to do is this one, a very straightforward and simple one. And actually I need a die cutting machine again. So what we're going to use these accent dies. And there's a couple of them. So you've got these extra little butterflies. We've got these ones here, and these cut in. They don't cut shapes out, they cut in. And so that's what we're going to use. I wonder if this will go through. No, it won't. So I need to go bigger. I was wondering if it would go through the mini, but I don't think it will. I think the square is too big. So we'll get the big one out again. What I'm not going to do, on the original card, I cut them through by the edges, but I'm not going to do that with this one. I didn't like how it turned out. My plates are very dirty. Hopefully we can clean the cardstock off. Not too sure what is on this. Turn it over. Luckily you're putting a big butterfly on the front, so you won't notice it too much. There's no point doing it in the centre because obviously the butterfly's in the centre. Well, you could do, I guess. It won't make too much difference. And the last one there. This is actually a very simple card once you've done this bit. Right. I don't know what was on my plate, so I'll have to get some new ones at some point. I think I've been moving, so it's anyway, right. Gosh, this isn't too clean either. Oh my. So this box is slightly different because you will have all the elements to make it yourself, really. I mean, the only thing you need, and I can't send out stamped images anyway, is the sentiments, but you know, you can work that out yourself, really, with whatever you've got in. But as you'll get, you can only purchase, the box only comes if you purchase the bundle that was on offer from Stampin' Up. Tie a quick bow. I say quick bow, I mean, I can't really do bows, so it takes a bit longer than quick for me. So you'll get all the cardstock and all the gems and all the ribbon and things like that to make it. Okay, and then that just layers on top. Let me remember which stamp set I'm thinking of you comes from. That goes like that. Excuse the shaking, won't you? Yeah. It comes from the Floral Art stamp set, so let's stamp that on. I should learn really to do my cards almost, do my videos as soon as I make the cards really, because I always forget how I've done things and where things came from. There we go, I'm thinking of you. And this will go on dimensionals. Or fingers and thumbs. Let's just put that one in the middle there. And this we'll try and get central. So just so you know, the top sheet of card is actually the Speciality shimmer card. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to, all the links be down below. And this just goes in the center. Just like that. Oh, in the center, Fiona. There we go. And that's the first card. And that was my original. Well, I've made this one slightly bigger. There you go, see? I should make my cards as soon as I should do the videos as soon as I make the cards, and I won't get... This is the second card, so I've got my card blank there. And for this one, we are using the large butterfly stamp. But first of all, I'm going to create the background. Now, excuse me, I know I should be using my Stampin' Up craft sheet, but I can't actually find it at the moment. Like I said, I've been moving a lot, and so things are all over the place. So I'm using this one. So I've got watercolour card. That was Just Jade. Just going to spritz that. This is the watercolour card cut to size, and I'm just going to... I'm going to do something similar in a minute. This one I want a really kind of in-depth, all over colour. This one is going to get a little bit like that. And just put some more colour down. Picking up all sorts of colour there. Spritz it again. Now I can go. Really pick up that colour. There we go. Right. I don't mind if it's a little bit, but I'm going to leave that to dry to one side. So while that's drying, I am going to do the other piece of watercolouring as well. So again, this one we're using, this is so Magenta Madness even, and Just Jade. I'm going to spritz with water. Again, get the colours to move. Okay, and then so this one we're not looking for such an in-depth colour. Sometimes it helps to spritz the card as well. And we'll leave that to one side to dry as well. Right, so while those two bits of watercolour card are drying, I'm going to get on with the last card. Well, these can go away now. And this is the last card here. This is a pretty simple one. So let me get my card stock. I'm just going to stamp. This said Happy Mother's Day, but obviously it's not Mother's Day now, so we're going to... you are lovely. You are lovely. Yes, that's a good one. Oh dear. So we're just going to stamp that there. Right. So I'm just going to stick. So this is the Natural Textures Designer Series paper. It's paper rather than cardstock. Actually, it's very light. But again, you can still get this. But it's only available until the end of April. And this will go on the front of the card. Try and get it reasonably straight. But we know that's not my forte. And then we pick our butterflies out. Which ones? It's all these three, isn't it? And we put the big one in first. So I just try to shape it a little with the back of the scissors, just to give it a bit of shape. A little bit there. Don't you like it when you get yourself in a bit of a mess? Can't pick that off now. There we go. Okay, so we put that one in first. Try and get it reasonably central. Same with these, just give it a little bit of shape. Actually, I'm just going to put that one, I think I overdid it with the all fingers and thumbs. And the last one at the top. Now on the inside of this, I also repeated this the other way around. I'll put this paper on first. And then this on the inside. Like that. And then we're just finishing off with some of the 2020-22 Inca gems, which are very pretty, but they will be going again at the end of there we go. So that is that card as well. Right, so this one, I'm just going to tap, let's squeeze this out a little. This is Winker Stella. I'm just going to tap this out. So this will add some sparkle, but it will also remove some of the colour. It's like because it's water based, it will bleach some of the colour out when that dries. So it'll get that kind of speckled effect. So leave that over there. Right, so back to this one. I've got this card here. I'm just going to stamp I miss you on it. Now, I'm just going to cut this out with scissors because it's just a very small piece. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing over there, can you? Just realised. So we've got that flag there. Still a bit wet, but we're going to hope that we can stamp on this okay. Right. So I'm going to get the big butterfly stamp out. In all honesty, the best thing you can do with this stamp is I'm going to put it on my thing like this. If you've got the stamp apparatus, that's a great way of doing it. I'm going to do it in basic grey rather than black. Stamp apparatus rather than the big block would be much easier to handle for this. Now I think originally I did stamp it off, but I think I'm just going to go straight in. Let me do it like this, I think. Now I have to say my cardstock is still a bit damp. You should probably wait until it is completely dry, but there you go, that's not too bad, that's fine. That will fine for what we want. And actually I think I prefer it a bit better without all that colour, with a little bit of a different colour on it. Peel that off and I'll put that over there to clean. So then we're just going to layer this up. So this is the rainbow glimmer paper, which I believe is continuing. Is it? I want to say it is continuing. It might not be. I could be lying. We'll find out soon enough. That's not been cut properly. Oh, look, I've moved it. Problem with glimmer paper is it takes a little bit of a while, because everything is wet and damp, for it all to stick down. So just don't rush like I am. I am rushing ahead to get this video done for you, so it's not too long. There we go. A dimensional or two for that. Okay, and then we just put, these are the matte black dots from the January catalogue, although I think they are continuing. I'm using smaller ones, I think. These are lovely. It's nice to have a matte black dot, actually. I think they go very well with things. Okay. So what I will say, my second card looks quite dark compared to the first one, but the ink hasn't completely dried yet. So once that has dried, then it will lighten a little bit. Okay, and the last card is this one. Now what I'm not going to do is put those little butterflies in there. I didn't like that in the end, so I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do first of all is layer my designer series paper. So this is a piece of the designer series paper from the butterfly pack. Butterfly Bijou, I think it was called. But it's sold out, so it doesn't really matter. I'll give you a piece of what I've got, and when I run out, I'll have a think. Well, it's nearly the end of April now anyway, so it should be okay. The box only available to the end of April. And then just stick this down. Still a bit wet again, so the glue's going to take a little while to adhere. And For You was from the So Sentimental stamp set. This is retiring, which I'm really sad about. So I like that stamp set. It's got some nice sentiments in it. The dies that go with it are still staying, I believe. Stitch So Sweetly, I think they're called. They're staying. That stamp set is going. Again, I'm just going to snip this out because it's only piddly. I'll do it roughly like that first of all. Right. Then we're going to attach it. That out the way. Put our card back in. Actually, I should move that down because you really want to keep everything within the frame of the card. Make it easier for getting into envelopes, obviously. And For You just sits there. So what I might do, I think some silver rhinestones will go nicely with this instead of butterflies in the middle. I didn't like those. It's one of those things you put something in and you think, wish I hadn't. There we go. So that card. Right, so that's the last card. me bring in all the cards so you can see what we've done in this video. You can see the difference. I mean, the thing is, watercolour card and watercolour background, so you're never going to get exactly the same, although it does help you cut your cardstock the right size. Right, my name's been Fiona Standing from Fee's Papercraft. I hope you have enjoyed this video with the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and dies. Thank you.